The Battle of Harlem Heights, fought on September 16, 1776, was a significant engagement during the early days of the American Revolutionary War. It took place in what is now known as the Morningside Heights area of Manhattan, New York City. The battle occurred shortly after the Continental Army's defeat at the Battle of Long Island, marking a crucial moment in the war that helped bolster the morale of the American forces and provided a glimmer of hope for the fledgling United States. Context leading to the battle. By the summer of 1776, the American Revolution had entered a critical phase. After the Continental Army's devastating loss at the Battle of Long Island in late August, the British Army, under General William Howe, had captured New York City, effectively taking control of one of the most strategic locations in the colonies. The Continental Army, led by General George Washington, was forced to retreat and regroup. In early September, Washington's troops had retreated across the East River into Manhattan, where they fortified positions to defend the island from further British advances. General Howe, with his army and naval superiority, continued to press the advantage, forcing Washington to adopt a more defensive posture. However, Washington was determined not to allow the British to destroy the morale of the Continental Army, and he needed a victory to inspire his troops. The battle unfolds. On the morning of September 16, Washington's forces, numbering around 3,000 men, faced off against a British force that was slightly larger. The engagement took place near the Harlem Heights, an elevated area that offered a strong defensive position for the American troops. Washington had positioned his forces in such a way that they could defend the Harlem Heights while also maintaining a retreat route if necessary. The battle began when British forces, under the command of General Howe, attempted to flank the Continental Army. They were met with fierce resistance from American troops, including soldiers from New England and New York regiments. The Continental Army held its ground despite being outnumbered, and in some places they even managed to push back the British forces. The American forces were aided by the terrain, which provided excellent cover and strategic advantage. One key moment in the battle occurred when a contingent of American soldiers, led by Major Alexander Hamilton, launched a counterattack against the British positions. Although the Continental Army did not achieve a clear-cut victory in terms of casualties or territorial gain, the action demonstrated the Americans' resolve and fighting spirit. The British forces were unable to break through the American lines, and the engagement ended in a strategic retreat for the British. Impact of the battle. Although the Battle of Harlem Heights was not a decisive victory in terms of battlefield outcomes, it played a crucial role in boosting the morale of the Continental Army. The soldiers, who had recently suffered a series of defeats, saw that they were capable of standing up to the British forces. This shift in morale helped strengthen Washington's leadership and ensured that the Continental Army would continue to fight. Furthermore, the battle demonstrated the resilience of the American forces. Washington's ability to inspire and hold his army together after the significant loss at Long Island was a testament to his leadership and strategic thinking. It was a moment that helped solidify his reputation as a commander who could navigate through adversity. The Battle of Harlem Heights also served as an important psychological victory for the American cause. News of the engagement spread quickly, signaling to both the American public and potential foreign allies that the Continental Army could stand its ground against the British. This was particularly important in the broader context of the Revolution, as the American forces sought to gain international recognition and support. Conclusion. The Battle of Harlem Heights remains a critical moment in the early stages of the American Revolution. While it was not a major tactical victory, its impact on morale, leadership, and the overall course of the war cannot be understated. The engagement helped turn the tide of the revolution by giving the American forces a much-needed boost of confidence. It is a reminder that even small victories, particularly in the face of overwhelming odds, can have far-reaching consequences for the outcome of a conflict.